Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is 20th of April 2026. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think I keep on saying the same thing every day. I think I should change the hook line tomorrow. Yeah. Now, today, I wouldn't talk about the things which I did and everything else. However, I would like to share an anecdote about my college mentor. Yeah, I think everyone hates their college mentor, right? I mean, there is always a reason. So today I'm going to share my reason. It's very frustrating even to think about him to talk here. I think, but I really need to vent it out. So he is basically a person who is very self-centered and the only person who has kind of very superior complex. Like all the professors kind of have that, but he is actually the one that can be the flag bearer of that self-centered, egoistic, problematic personality. So in the last year, I think in the month of May or I think in the month of February, I think it was. So basically, we had to start with a project, and as a very noble student, I made a whole presentation of the project ideas I brainstormed. Nobody does that, honestly. In our college, nobody does that. I was the only one who took that kind of time and put some real effort in doing that PPT. So I was already preparing myself to be very presentable. It is one of my traits. I always try to push it further. So I really hope that it would go fine. Like, what could be the worst case scenario? He wouldn't like the ideas I have suggested, but that wasn't the worst case scenario. So let me tell you what it was. So in one of the slide, what I did was I designed a PPT like a Figma design. I did that. I just pasted a PPT for a reference thing. So it was like it was real looking website. Like I did not do the mock-up thing. I just put all the colors as well. So it looked really real. So he thought that it was some kind of design. No, he thought that it was some kind of thing which was already built by me. So I am showing it to him. So I thought, yeah, I think anybody can make a mistake. So it is only giving credit to how well I designed that. But no, that wasn't the case. He was very he wasn't convinced that it is not a design. He was repeatedly asking me why this button is not working and why this thing is not going to the next slide or the next anything else. And I was like, I was very patient, and I said, sir, it is a design. It's not it is just a model and a reference how this project might look like in the near future after developing it or and refining it. But he didn't buy it. He was constantly asking me, like, why it is not that, why it is not that. Like, he isn't some old professor, okay? He's like around 40, 45. He could be even lower, but not in his 50s. Definitely not in his 50s. He's quite young. And I was very like in that group session, I was also with my group mates. Like all of them have joined that Google Meet. And everyone was quite silent. Like nobody knows what to speak. I was the only person who was speaking to sir, and I was trying my best. Sir, it is a prototype. It's not a real prototype. It is just a design, and design doesn't. It is not a functional design. And he was like, no, why this, why that, why that. He was like asking me like uh, many different questions, and I gave up, sir. That I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir, what you're trying to talk or speak about this. So yeah, that happened, and yeah, there are many anecdotes I could share about him, like how he was offended one time when I used some different vocabulary. It wasn't something disrespectful. It was like, I think it is very simple. I mean, Now that I think about it, it is very ridiculous. Like I used like some fancy word in place of some, like it would do. For example, I told this looks beautiful. No, instead of telling it looks beautiful, I said that it looks very pretty. So this is just an example I'm giving, but you can understand what I'm trying to imply, right? He was like, he was like, "Are you trying to be over smart? Don't do that. Do you not know how to react to a teacher or respond to a teacher?" I think it was very, very, very. I was like very trying to control my mouth because I tend to be someone who just very who speaks very straightforward to their faces, and even I had a history of telling things to the teachers' faces. So I tried to restrict myself so that I don't cause a mess or anything, and all the other group mates were just trying to held held their laughter back. It was quite funny, but yeah, I think. But when I talked to my seniors about like how I hate this person, and they were like, yeah, I think he isn't someone who is autistic. He's like I mean, he's evil by his own will. Like he is that evil person. He doesn't want the other person to rest. And yeah, eventually it was the truth. Right now we were given, all the groups were assigned their projects, and first round of presentation was already done, and our group was one of the best out there. But this guy tried to sabotage us. Like he doesn't want anything which we propose. Like for example, like we did not want to do some ML based thing, and he was like, no, we have to do this ML based thing. So okay, fine, let's do it. No problem, no issue. The complaints. The next thing he says that you have to do something ML based in medical field only. Okay, fine. Okay, no issue. But like whenever we were coming to him, like we have some problem in this. I think we don't know we can pull this out, pull this whole project. He is like that. You guys have only chosen this topic, and I was like, sir, but you have given that kind of threshold where no other option was viable to us. So we had no other option. But yeah, I think he also like he is also like very notorious kind of. Nobody likes him honestly in our college. And like what to say more? Like there are very bad things I could say about him, which I wouldn't do it here right now. Yeah, like it is even very tiresome to even think about all the things he actually do, try to sabotage us. Like he literally calls our group mates and kind of harasses us. Like the way he speaks to the students, it's very rude. I mean, you can be rude. Like teachers are rude. I mean, they are okay, but there is a way of how you speak to a student. So he called one of my group mates, and he was very very frustrated. Like, how can sir talk to me like this? I calmed him down, like, okay, no, let it go. It's fine. You can just bear it. Like we have only 2 to 3 months. Let's just somehow try to come out of this. So yeah, in the next month on 11th of May, we have this second round of presentation, and he has already tried to sabotage us. Like he called me a week ago, and he was very upset because we apparently weren't giving respect to him by not updating him the things. There's a reason we're not updating him, because he whenever we update him about something, he just pulls us back, and we it's more like that, one step forward and five steps backward. So no work actually progresses when we actually listen to him. And my seniors have advised me to just ignore him at his best. And I think this is the I mean every batch did that. So he's trying to vent out that frustration on us. He literally called me and told that previous batches have done this. I He knows guys like us. So yeah, it is very it is very funny, honestly. It's very frustrating as well. I just hope to overcome this because he also have threatened me like he wouldn't give the marks, good marks in my internals. I said like, okay sir, I mean, what can I do about it? Like, honestly, I don't care because I feel like I can. Even the last time, I somehow managed to come out with flying colors. So this is the same kind of thing. I'm a bit experienced now. Last time I was very nervous. So let's hope that it goes great. I really hope so because it really, uh, it really has taken the soul out of my life. And also, we have this third round of uh, presentation in the month of June. So we need to survive two more dates and 2 to 3 months of more harassments. So that's it. Honestly, like I think I know that no one is going to watch it, so I can say this. People should really take an interview on their personality before giving them a job of a teacher. Honestly, and he's not the person who he feels very very weird. Like the way he walks, the way he stares, man, it creeps me out. Like everyone, everyone says the same thing. It's not me. Everyone has stated that kind of thing. And I don't think the teachers even respect him. Like the way the other teachers talk to him, like the conversations we kind of hear when they are talking in front of us. We know that he isn't someone who is very highly seen. So yeah, that's it. Like I shared a very big anecdote. The video has already been up to 12 minutes. Oh yeah, that session of impromptu thing. I think I have time. I will do it right now. I don't have a pen and paper, by the way, so I need to think by my own head and remember the points. So yeah, let me spin it. Okay, so today's topic is explain how 3D printing works to a 5-year-old. Honestly, I do know a very little about 3D printing, but let me think. I can just pull a curtain on this screen. I will start the timer for 1 minute. Okay, I think that's enough time for preparation. I think it's very weird. Like if somebody sees this video, I don't care honestly. So, explain how 3D printing works to a 5-year-old. So, do you know how these things are made? The toys you play, the showcase you put into your almiras and see and stare them, the things which you want to buy like keyrings, these weird shaped cases, then those small kind of toys which you see in the shops, which you really feel like I want to make my own customized thing. Yeah, that can be done by you. So, but how is that done? That is done by 3D printing. So, guys, do you know about 3D things? Like the things which have three-dimensional. For example, let me explain 1D. This whole thing is 2D, I think, two-dimensional. You can only see me from this to this. However, these are the things which is 3D. You can actually hold it in your fist. So yeah, 3D printing, like the printing part, like how printing works, like you give some pages to print from a device called printer, and it prints the pages, the pictures, the all the things you need. Similarly, if you want this kind of shapes to come out, you use a 3D printer. And this 3D printer, it's a machine. It's a very uh, devised thing which has so many intricate details. Like you need to actually um, see the see and move the things how you want to display. You need to actually design a 3D model before you uh, print the 3D model. I think it is very interesting. Like you can actually make figurines, like your own imagination into a real object. Ain't this very interesting? So yeah, that is 3D printing. I think a 5-year-old will understand what I've tried to say. Oh my god, this is going to be the longest video in this channel, 16 minutes. I literally yapped a lot. So yeah, I wouldn't stretch this video further. Good night for today. Let let us see you tomorrow, and yeah, keep moving, keep working.